Dear Marco's diary, long time no see. First, I have so many things to say today, but first, please ignore the way this microphone looks. I did not know any better way to clip it on this shirt, and that this is probably as a result of not doing this more often. If I was doing it more often, I'll be used to things like this, like the best way to clip it and whatnot. Well, don't worry, this year I'll be better. That's what I said last year. But in my defense, last year I made the first video, which turned out to be the only video last year. But yeah, I made that video in April, and I'm making this one in January. Yes, and I will post it in January, hopefully. Today is the 30th, so maybe I'll post it today or tomorrow. Okay, latest by like Saturday, which is the 1st of February. But still, it's progress. So, once again, dear Marco's diary, Happy New Year. This is 2025, and this year is my year of possibilities, and things have already started happening. So, let's get into the gist. So I think I should be saying hello to the one or two people that have watched the previous videos and are probably going to watch this one too. Hi. So this is my personal diary that is kind of public, but I'll be talking about parts of my life that are very, very important to me. And the major part I'll be talking about is my business life. Yeah. And a few rants here and there about random stuff that might come up, because yeah, that happens when I talk. So to get into it, about the business so far, our palm kernel crushing business, a lot has happened. I mean, last time I made a video was in April, and this is January. This is how many months now? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Should I count this month? Okay, January. Making it 9 months. So that's a lot of time for things to happen, and things have happened. For one, we've registered the business. I have registered the business, but I keep saying we when it's just me. It's not just me anyway. I have a whole village behind me. I have a very solid support system, and I bless God every day for each and every one of them. Family members, in fact, everybody, in fact, they're all family. Honestly, like, there are not so many people, but them, like, just having them alone is like having an army. And then with God again, everything is just set. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. So far, like I said, we've registered the business. Now I am Mahel Agro, and my palm kernel crushing business is Mahel Agro Products Ventures. So the name is so long, but who cares? I like it. So far, I have registered the business. I have started building a factory. I don't know if I mentioned last year when I made the first video. Okay, no, by then I hadn't made any moves towards getting a factory. So I have gotten last year I got the land, and then I started working on it in bits. Don't worry, we'll get into it. And what else has happened? I have formed relationships with new customers. I have maintained some. Oh my goodness, this journey of customers. Just wait. There's a lot to talk about today. I don't even know if 30 minutes, if I'm going to be able to fit everything into 30 minutes. But who knows, if it's too long, I might just cut it. Because I don't want my videos to be more than 30-35 minutes. So that it doesn't get too long, and even I would not be able to watch it. So yeah, I have posted some videos on the internet, on TikTok. I have posted a couple of videos. One of my videos got 17k views, and I think it's even still going because people keep finding my page. I don't even know how that's happening. But I'm happy about that. I'm interacting with some people. um what else has happened between then and now? Yeah, yeah, that's about it. So where do I start from? Let's talk about the factory, right? Because it has been, I've been itching to talk about it since. I won't lie. I won't lie. I was saying that no, when I'm done with the factory, I will post it on TikTok with a nice sound. Do you understand? I'll be looking for the right sound to use. Should I use all these inspirational sounds, or should I use, a fun one? What should I do? I will make videos. Then I'll be making videos as we're making progress. I'll be, that thing that they do on TikTok where you're recording the progress, small, 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 till you get the final result. I said that when I finish, I'll now post it. I'm so proud of myself. I am actually. So yeah, sometime in June, July, I think it was July or June, I bought a piece of land over there at Ota, close to where there are a lot of other factory owners, big, medium sized. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are there. So and I said I'm part of an association, so a lot of my association members are there. And then I saw a spot, so I just got it. Well, it wasn't even just of my own. It was not just my idea. I had it at the back of my mind, but I wasn't sure. Right? I wasn't sure what to do. I wasn't sure whether I should get one or not. And so for the longest time, I felt like the whole idea of having a mentor, the way people talk about mentorship and everything, is just overrated and it's absolutely unnecessary. Just do your research and everything. But when you're new into a business or a line of business, you need to, what I've learned, because I've learned a lot of things this past year. Hey, a lot of things have happened rather, but let's not get into that. So yeah, I learned that you actually need someone that you can ask questions, you can run to, you can pick their brains, because they've been in it longer than you have, so they will have more ideas, more advice to give you, better ways, because they've tried it and they know the better way now. So there's this woman who just basically took me in, because one day I was just sitting down where I usually do my crushing. let me sorry I let me just digress a bit. One day I posted a video on my TikTok, and because I said I think that was my first video or the second one, or the first one, and I said my new venture. This was earlier last year when I just started the business. And then one amebo, like, why are Nigerians, not even Nigerians, why are people so, what's the word, when you are nosy and you just want to make yourself know? I said, so I posted the video. I said, oh, welcome, come with me to my new business venture. And then I just took the video round, showed the question process and everything, basically everything I put on my first video here. And this busybody came to my comment section to say, doesn't look like a new venture though. To me, I said it's my new venture, it's my own now, Abby. What is now anybody's business? The other day I posted another video after that where I made a video about spending minutes with me at the factory. So that day they were working on my own kernels, and then somebody in my comment just came to comment section to type your contract, as in like, oh, we know about, like, I know about this concept of this business, or I know it's not your place, or something like that. I don't even know what the person was trying to get at, but I just ignored it. But this year, and on that TikTok page, I told myself that anything that doesn't sit well with me, I will just delete or block the person, because that place is supposed to be toxic free zone. So everybody, if you know you cannot respect yourself, just don't bother saying anything. The same way the other day somebody came and commented, do you guys buy? So in that video I showed my procedure about going to the factory, the question, just basically the same thing because the process is not really different. It's the same, almost the same, or the same thing every day. So I did another video and then I showed so many things in that video. I showed the kernels, I showed the oil, I showed the PKC stacked in bags, like so many things were in that video. And somebody commented and said, do you guys buy from people? And that's quite vague, right? Because what are you asking me? Do I buy what? Do I buy kernels? Do I buy oil? Do I buy PKC? Do I buy PKC bags? Do I buy machines? Like there's so many things in that video. So what do you mean? Do I buy from people? You have to specify. Oh, do you buy palm kernels from people? Or do you buy the PKC bags from people? Or do you buy the oil from people to resell? Or do you buy the PKC from people? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I then replied the person that, buy what exactly? I said, hi, buy what exactly? And then the person DM'd me and said, oh, I wanted to know if you buy kernels from people and everything. I told the person, yes, I buy kernels, but from only my trusted customers, but I'm open to, expanding my supplier list. So, but then the person was too far. I think the person was in the eastern part. Yeah, so it was just too far, so it couldn't work. The person couldn't work, and that was it. Tell me why a couple of days later, one I'm a boy again went to watch the video, open the comment section, saw my interaction with the person, just those two messages, or just that, do you buy from people, and my response, buy what exactly? Came and said, obviously the person is asking you about your product, you don't have to be rude. I replied the person, no, because I wish all this could allow voice notes. I had to use all caps so that the person will see that I am actually being, like, I'm actually not okay with the response he or she gave. I then said, I don't remember what I said, but I think I just cleared the person that there's being rude, how, or being okay. No, he said being, no, there's no need for the sarcasm. So I said, what sarcasm? Yes, I remember. I said, what sarcasm? So I was waiting for the person to reply me again. So I now tell the person that, are you aware that this person has even had a conversation privately? So bought out. But I digress, sha. So this woman that I was talking about, one day I was sitting down at that place where I was crushing, kind of my business as a contract crusher, because I was just trying to get familiar with the business, know the ups and downs, know the mistakes, like just everything I need to know before I get my own place. But then over there, the owner of the place, obviously, because they're eating from me now. So when I ask the person, what do you think about me getting out? The person said, no, it's not yet time, all of that. So one day, because I've been attending meetings, the association meetings, and there's this woman there, I've just been looking at her. I just liked her vibe. I liked the way she just looked, the way she seemed. She wasn't much of a talker. She's one of the excos in the meeting there. I just liked her vibe. I just liked the way she looked, the way the first time I came there, the few questions that she asked me. She just looked like a responsible and nice and homely person. I just stood up one day. I called her. I stood up that day. I called her because one of the things that happened was that my kernels were there. I think I mentioned in my last video that my kernels were there for a very long time. So I just had, and that was the kernel season, so it was paining me. I wasn't able to enjoy the season. My kernels were on queue at someone's factory for over a month. I just called her that day. I said, let me just come and visit her in her factory. So she directed me to her place, and I came there. And then we talked a bit. She bought a drink for me. Oh, like first time at her place, welcome and a bit. And we've not had a conversation before. It's like I see God to just guide me, just to make me stand up, call this woman, go there. Like my movements, I don't even know how. I just came. I just arrived at that. I got there, then we talked. Then she just told me, see, I would advise you to get your own place. That getting your own factory is better. Because so many things, like you're missing out on so many things right now that you don't own a factory. Like she would let her just tell me the truth that she had just opened her own factory earlier that year. She had been in the business for a very long time. So she knows what she's saying. That the difference between when she wasn't a factory owner and now that she's a factory owner is a lot. So she just told me take it into consideration and see what I'm saying. Like just if you can do something about it. I said okay, I'll do something about it. So that day she told me that oh, it's even true that somebody wants to sell a piece of land close to her. So we went to the place and I liked the place. But then I was a bit, I was still a bit skeptical, like, should I, is it time? Is it not time? Is it time? Is it not time? And I said, okay, when I get home, I'll do the transfer for the payment of the land. By the time I go home, let me call her. I've decided that, okay, no, I think I spoke to my boyfriend. I told him that CCC. I was like, what do you think? If you think it's a good one, since you're planning to get a factory, just buy the land. At least just buy it and keep it. I said, it's true. Yeah, let me call the woman, let me make the transfer. As I called her, another person has gone to buy it. Turns out that there was somebody that was supposed to buy that land before then, but the person was stalling, wasting time. So when somebody around that area saw her take me there, that person went to blab to the person that I see someone else wants to get the place. So that person quickly did transfer. Well, no problem. Maybe that was on my place. I was not supposed to get that place, so that's God's will, no wala. A couple of days down the line, she then called me that there's another place which was really close to her place, and that place is open. Or that do I still want to get the place? I say, do I still want to get? Okay, I beg. Let me come and see the place. So I went there to see the place. It was a bit small. It was smaller than the previous place, and I wasn't really happy. I was like, this is small though. This is small though. Oh, well, let me just get it like that. It's better than nothing, right? And the other places that they were showing me were just way above my budget, like it was too much, and it was quite far from her. So I didn't want to be too far from her and other people, and I didn't want something that was way beyond my budget because I was working with a very tight budget. So okay, let me just get this place like this. No wala. That's how I got it though. I just made deposits for the land that day and just kept it. Then she said I have to, raise the fence at the back, you understand, just to claim the space and everything. So we then did that. Oh wait, I will put all these videos. I will put it in my video diary before I post on TikTok, so that if people are coming from TikTok come and watch it here, they'll see everything. So I now did that. Then that was it. That's basically all I did that month. And then she was just telling me, just do it gradually. Do it gradually. When you see money, just buy something. Just buy this one, keep. Sort this one out, keep. Sort this one out, keep. I said, okay, no problem, man. That's what I did. I then didn't do anything, but then I then found another place where I could be crushing very close to her place as well. So I was then using their own factory as well to just crush and everything. But I wasn't making so many videos to post on TikTok around that time because of busybody people and people that want to know. So I didn't want people to be saying, why does this place look different from the other place? And not that it's anybody's business, but that was what was going on in my head. But like, when I finished my place, that time I thought I would have finished my place before the end of last year, but God had better plans. So that was why I wasn't making so many YouTube videos and TikTok videos. But for YouTube, I don't have excuse. I don't have excuse for not making video diaries. I don't have an excuse. So yes, back to the topic of the factory. So after getting the land and raising the fence, we stayed for a bit, not until September period, when I wanted to get serious with this factory thing, right? This is where I now called everybody that I know loves me in any way. Say, see what I want to do. Please. I gave business breakdown, everything. I need money. So money came from places that I didn't even think money would come from. My mom was a great help. I wasn't even expecting her to even do much, but she was a great help. A friend helped a lot. My boyfriend helped, and then with all of this plus the one I had, I now started making moves. So I made deposits for the machines. which they did. I made the procedure in September, I think, and then they started working on the machines. That's the crushing machine and the dryer. Then I started raising the fence again because I learned that the price of cement and block was just doing. I said, hey, I beg go. I started doing that one, raising the fence, raising the fence, raising the fence until we got to the desired length. And I bought the poles, then they did the front. So we did all of this before the end of last year. So by the time December came, I just took a break. That okay, let's pause because it's December period, so things will be flying off the roof. So I made some payments here and there, paid for the community for the lights, paid for the electric motors for the machines, and a couple of other things. And one thing I've learned in this factory journey is that some things that you do not plan for will just spring up. Do you understand? Like you might have a budget, okay, this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be. But some things can just spring up, but it's always good. It's still better to have a budget, right? At least you have something you're working with, something you are working, like you have the money that you plan. So you just give allowance. It could be lower, it could be higher, but the allowance to cover it, which was what I did. So I wasn't really caught unawares and like that. Like just like maybe the first 2 times I was like after that I wasn't even surprised again. Something pops up. I said, it will pop. It will pop. So that happened. So I mean a lot. Spent money. I spent money. I spent money. But thank God for this woman because she just keeps encouraging me. She's like, it's not a waste. Money will come back. You not throw the money away. So the money will definitely come back. I'll tell her, okay, ma. So I was doing this while I was also still crushing, doing my contract crushing on the side. But I just noticed that so a lot of things were happening. Like, I will have a lot of shortages. I remember there was a time I had like almost 2 drums shortage. And I know so many factors are involved, from the people there to, not complete transparency to the quality of the kernels. But every time they'll be complaining, oh, the kernel is kernel is that, even when we can see that the kernel is good, obviously they'll blame the kernels. So all of these are the reasons I was just like, let me just quickly get my place. So when I had done most of these things, when I got to the roofing, which was another can get spent, hefty spend, money had finished. My money had finished. By the time I bought machines, raised the fence, done a few payments here and there, money had finished. This year, I just said, how about I just threw the money that I'm using for my contract crushing, like the money I was using to buy about 5 tons, because I was crushing 5 tons. How about I just carry that money and just put it inside? Because I mean, I've made profits, yes, but I've made a couple of losses. And the way these losses have been coming, they've been like hefty losses. You don't mean to lose a drum. But then I lose a drum, which at that time, when I lost that drum, a drum was like 520k or something. When I lost the drum, or 1.5, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So the profit we've made will kind of go. I was just like, since this woman keeps telling me that there's a difference. I can't wait to have my own place. I didn't ask her that, ma. That was this year. I told her, ma, what do you think about throwing the money that I'm using for this contract question into the factory? She was like, let me not lie, it's better because what you have to do, all that is left is just final things, final touches that are hefty prices. So like, why not? I said, should I just throw it in? She was like, she would advise. That way, if when I'm done, if any my family members or my people want to assist, it's easier, which is true. So I said, okay, no problem. So what do we do now? So let's continue with the roofing. Let's finish up the roofing. Then we'll cover up, buy the meter, the lights. Then I'll get into lights, sort out the meter stuff. I said, okay, no problem. Let's do it. So we did the roofing. Finish the roofing. Things I didn't even think would be so expensive, like the flooring and leveling of that place. Because when they finished the roofing, I had to put in like level the ground with sand, floor it. Those things took way much more than I thought they would. But no problem. They're one time payments, one time spent, so I don't have a problem. just making sure this is working. So that one time spent, so no problem. I'm not complaining. I'm complaining small. I'm not complaining. And then when I was saying let me throw the money I was going to crush into it, I actually thought that at the end I would have like some money left for like a ton or two. Then I would just know how I'll rough it, right? But as it stands, I don't think I'll have any money left for that. Well, let that not bring me down. I know that there's ways to be out. Like I said, I have never been stranded. I can never be stranded. That's my motto for my life. Oh, in case you don't know, I can never be stranded. Never. I've never been stranded before, ever in my life. I can't think of any point in my life where I've ever been stranded. And I know it's not going to start now. So, God's got me. So, yeah. So, right now, we're almost done. On Saturday, I am supposed to go there to watch them install the machines, and then for the electrician to start working on the wiring of the place. So yeah, that's it so far. I'm sure I missed a few things, but I forgot a few things, but that's okay. I'll be making more videos, and if I forgot to mention it here, I'll probably mention it later, or maybe it's not supposed to be mentioned. So that's it. Okay, so yeah, then so what all that's left now is my NEPA stuff, which I think is the guy that's supposed to install the machine that is actually holding everybody back now, because they're supposed to come check the load of the place, the machines, before they can advise me on what meter to get. But the guy has not installed the machine I did since did you hear when I said I dropped deposit for machine? I finished paying for machine since October. Eh? Since that time he said he has not painted it because he not wanted to clinical. He was supposed to come and install it on Wednesday. I called him on Tuesday to remind him that it's Wednesday that is coming. He was not telling me he has not painted it, that when he paints it, it's Saturday that he will bring it. And normally I've not been going there on Saturdays. I just do Monday to Friday, right? So, but now I have to go there on Saturday. But no while I'm not complaining. So when we finish with all of this, another very important thing I need to work on is getting solid hands, solid, honest people to work there. Like, see, I know how people can. I mean, my mom was a serious businesswoman, so I know how having bad hands or not having efficient labor can mess with your business. They would steal, they would lie, they would stress you out no matter what you do. If you like, bend over backwards for them, turn your head like this, buy this for them, give them food, give them good salaries. If the person is not a nice person, the person is not a good person, the person is wicked at heart, like the person's heart is black, the person will still deal with you and run down your business in the process. So I'm just begging God that he should just direct the right people to me. Anybody that's not going to be good and work together with me, the person should not even see my place at all to come and say he wants to, he's looking for work. That's just my prayer. So yeah, so like I said, I'll put all my videos here so far, and probably I said I was going to post before Saturday, but they're installing the machines on Saturday. Should I wait till Saturday so that I can also post that at once, or I could always post it in the next video? So yes, that's it on the factory. If I remember anything along the line, I'll come back to that. Now, on the topic of people, I think we've already by now we should have already established the fact that I find people very weird most of the time. Like, people, the concept of people is just weird. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. People are just somehow, and some can be nice, some can be mean, some can be cunning, some can be like some things that are not expected of you. You're just doing it. Take for instance, like I said, I formed a couple of relationships last year, both with buyers, sellers, and other members, even in my personal life too, right? But I'm going to go to talk about my business relationships with people. And do you think you should be able to pick who you do business with, who your customers are? Personally, right now, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to So if somebody is not ready to do business in good faith, if person is not ready to be honest, I would decide whether or not I want to do business with that person. I don't care if people want to say, oh, I'm putting emotions into it, or I'm going about it the wrong way. If I don't think anybody will even say I'm going about it the wrong way, because why would I be doing business with somebody that's not ready to do business in good faith? I would like to believe that I am an honest and easygoing person. So I see no reason why anybody would want to. In fact, normally I don't even like when somebody is just unnecessarily trying to outsmart, or try to play a smart one or a fast one. Like, I don't like that. I made this customer towards the end of last year, because last year PKC was really slow. That's the palm kernel cake. The movement was really, really slow. So I for one had a hard time moving my palm kernel cake. So I would crush. I need to stay for days. I once crushed at one man's factory, and then my palm kernel cake was there for this, like the other place I used to crush at, the new place, because I found two new places. One of them, one elderly man, he usually helps sell off mine. Excuse me, when he crushes, he will just sell it for me, because he knew I didn't have so many customers or any customer at all, so he just used to sell it. And then the price really fell from like 130k to like 90k that last year. What will I do now? Collect it like that, Abby? Better than you will not see any money at all, and the thing will just be, on the shelf for so long. The shelf life is not even that long, right? I think it's about a year or two. The other place, apparently they didn't have a lot of customers as well, or maybe they had and then they just want to help me out. And right from the start, the man was just very rude. I don't know if it's because he felt, oh, I'm young. That's the second place I found, the second new place I found. I don't know, maybe he felt because I'm a young girl or something. And that I'm a young girl or anything does not mean you should be rude or mean or unnecessarily sassy or saucy. Because I'm always very respectful. I greet you, I do all of that. So why? And I'm patronizing your services. So if you don't want me to come and crush your place, just tell me not to, and I won't. From the very beginning, where he was just unnecessarily rude to the PKC thing, my PKC stayed in his place for about a month or two. It was not a month, it was 2 months, from August, September, October. Yeah, November was when I eventually moved that thing out. Mind you, first week of November, I found somebody to buy. That was this my customer that I want to talk about. Found her to buy. I called this man that I'm coming to pick up my PKC from his place. He said he's not around. He's not around. That's what's not going to happen. Saying he's not around now, what will he do? Blah blah blah. I said okay, no problem. And that's why I did not sell. I had to sell another person's own. That's this woman that's been helping me. I just said okay, let me sell her own instead. Another time again. Okay, this time the woman found somebody that wanted to buy. Because I think her own TikTok videos blew. So I was so happy for her. And I now called him that see another person wants to buy again, no. Oh yeah, now come up, like I'm coming to pick it up, and he goes, he's not around, that the place is not open. I said, okay, does any other person have the key so they can come and help me to open the place? I just want to pick up the stuff so that we get rid of it. It's been over 2 months now. I have what I want to use money for, and for that PKC itself, whatever happened around that time, the price of palm kernel skyrocketed, so I had to put in my own money. So that PKC, I was like, when I said that PKC, I'll collect my own money back from there, because I really that will I put up my body in my business? Will I not have money that I used to eat and savings as well? So I wanted to take my money back, and what I wanted to use the money for, time was already approaching, so I was already becoming very antsy. So I now asked him that, please, oh, he said, no, that he's not around again. And this time around, he was just mean. I had to give him back that. So what's not going to happen now? This is like the second or third time I'm calling you, and you're saying you're not around. I said, okay, you know what will happen? That the coming Monday, that he was going to sell it and send me my money. That's what he's going to do. I said, okay, no problem, thank you. That even if the person that wants to buy does not come that money, that he will just send me the money. I said, okay, no problem. Monday I called him, the alpha. He said no, he's waiting for the person. I said, my mother said, but this is not what he said. But I just said, okay, no problem. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, I called him again, the alpha. And I said, that I should send my account number. I think I had about 48 bags with him. So he said, send your account number that the person only bought 20 or 30 bags. And I told him, I don't understand. You want to pieces my money? Like, this was not what we agreed now. You were the one that said this, not even me. So, and you made me miss out on the last this thing that this woman was about to help me to sell. Say, nah, am I saying I should bring the money from his own pocket? Now, who am I telling that one? This one. So they're shouting at me. I said, I don't understand. Did I become this man's younger sister or his daughter that is talking to me like this? Because even the older people that I've been working with, people that are even older than him, have not talked to me like this before. I gave it back to him. I told him, like, is everything okay? You are very dishonest. You're a very dishonest person, and this thing you're doing is not fair. So he now called me. So I called the woman because she was the one that even made me to know him. I told her, see. She said, but that day he said, because she was there that day when he said that he was going to send the money. She now said, but that was not what he said that day. I said, She said, okay, you know what? Don't fight with him. Don't worry, we'll sort it out. Sha came to my aid and helped me to sort it out with him. And so that was just another character I met last year that just like it just shaped the way I saw people differently. Then there was the thing with the customer who was quite troublesome, just gave me a lot of trouble till, I delivered. Normally I don't do deliveries, but it was really, really like it was up to here. We needed to sell some kind of the PKC that period. So I bent some of my rules, which I said I won't do again for anybody. Anybody that wants to come and buy PKC should carry their pickup truck to come and pick it up from the factory. Not doing delivery again, I beg. I'm not interested. Another thing I want to talk about is, so because I've been posting some videos on TikTok and some people have been coming to my YouTube as well. So people have been intrigued, find it business interesting, and I'm happy. Like, it's going to be nice to have a lot more people in it. The younger people self would be nice, so we can cause some revolution or do something funky with tech and everything. That would be nice. But one thing I do not appreciate is people feeling entitled in any way. So for me to do this business and to get where I am, which to me is just the beginning, I've had to come out of my comfort zone, do a lot of research. And by research, I don't just mean pick up my phone and press it a bit. I've had to do a lot of, with my legs, I have walked. I have, before now, I never used to enter public transport. Throughout my school days, primary, secondary, university, my mom never allowed that. Like, she was always, big on comfort. Like, oh no, don't, my daughter, my children shouldn't be go to any form of discomfort and everything. And even when I tell her about my escapades these days, she's always like, so she comes from a place of, oh my god, why is this the case? I try to explain to her that I actually do enjoy what I'm doing. So yeah, she supports me 100%. My mom is somebody that if I tell her, mommy, I want to be a fruit, she'll say, wonderful. So what fruit are we talking about? Apple? Okay, let's buy you something green. Let's make you green. That's the kind of person she is. She just supports everything that every good thing I bring her way. If it makes me happy, she supports it. So so you see where I'm coming from in terms of comfort, right? I've had to step out of my comfort zone. I've had to. This place is not that's Ogun State. I stay in Lagos. I go there. I do the trip. I make the trips. I saw, even though I saw this business online, I made the effort to ask around until I found that place there. You know that it's not online that I found that information. I had to get down, get to work, ask people, pay people, do all the research, digging in. If I found this place, I was able to get into this association and then get to where I am today. So I do not appreciate any form of entitlement. I'm putting this out there because Like, I'm putting my videos out there because I want people to see what I'm doing as well, right? I want to put it out on the internet as well. I want to also be able to come back to these videos in the future and see where I came from, where I started from, and where I am, or where I would be at that point in time. And I would also like to also inspire people, even if it's one or two people, in one way, to just, even if it's not this line of business that they want to do, just go ahead and do whatever it is that they want to do, and I'm very sure they will succeed at it. So when you want to ask me questions about my business, or about this business, or anything at all, there's a way you would approach it. Everybody that has come to ask me, that I have felt the need to reply, because some people just come in like I said, in an entitled manner. So I've had a couple of people come and just tell me, give me your supplier's number, like supplier of my PK, my palm kernels. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Or some people will come, ask me about the business, or do you tutor? And right now I don't tutor because they were even asking me last year, and I'm like, what do I know that I want to teach you, Jerry? I'm just learning as well. Right, I'm not there yet, but I'm pretty sure sometime soon I'll be there, where I'll be able to, tutor people. But it's definitely not be for free. Definitely not be for free. But then everybody that's come to meet me, in one way or the other, for advice, I always like give them like give them accolades for even thinking about going into this business as well. And I always say, do your research, right? By do your research, I don't just mean just come and be asking me questions. I mean, get into it, because that's how you know if you're really serious about this thing. See, anything that is given to you, right, that's handed to you, most times you would not really value it, or you will not really cherish it, or you will not really get serious with it. But when you've put in the work, when you've gone into it, like I've had a lot of ideas. I've had a lot of business ideas, different ideas. But this particular one, I was adamant about it. I was doing research. That was one of the reasons, or that's one of the things that made me know that I really want to do this thing. I'm sure I want to do this thing. The amount of effort, the amount of time I put into it, the amount of open-mindedness I put towards it, like when you have to do the trip of 1 hour, this is actually no problem, I'll do it. You have to meet these people, I'll do it. You have to do this, no problem, I'll do it. Like, I was always willing. In fact, every step seemed exciting to me, seemed like an adventure to me. So you have to put in the work. So I've always told them, do your own research, right? Make your own findings, get into it, find your own local communities, find people that are doing it around you, ask questions there, go there, visit their factories. That's what I mean, right? I'm saying this because very recently somebody came and asked me about my financials, was asking me how much would go into setting up the factory and everything, how much I spent. And ever since I've been talking on these videos, I don't think I've ever mentioned my financials, because that's not even smart, that's not even wise. Why would I come here and say, this is how much I put into my business, and this is how much I make? And so obviously I'm not okay with that. I'm not comfortable doing that. And the person was adamant about knowing, and I'm saying, you're asking me how much it is to set up a factory, and this, you guys are even hearing me that I saw some unknown bills just coming up here and there. I then told him or her that, you know what, you have to do your own research, your own findings. That thing stopped recording. I started recording it again now. It didn't record. I'm done. I was just saying that, I just want to wrap up what I was saying. I was saying that if you want to do it business, if you're serious about it, go out there, ask questions, put your back into it. When I say make your research, I don't just sit down at home and look for one order you'll be asking. No, go outside, do your research, do your digging. Because some of these things you would never know until you actually get into it, until you put yourself out there, until you do the groundwork, until you scratch the groundwork. So do that. Then along the line, if you now have any questions, you can now come and ask. Not that you just sit down at home from the very beginning, expect me to just list everything out for you, tell you these are, I should spoon feed you. No, that's not how to make money. That's not how to make money. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I said a lot more things, but I cannot start repeating them again because I'm tired and I've been talking for too long, and this phone decided to not record my video. So till we see again, bye. So I've done the roofing. We're done with that. This is the feeling that they were doing this morning.